And Washington area utilities are working to reduce their carbon footprint.
Yeah, Washington Gas teamed up with WSSC Water to construct and install a natural gas pipeline at the Piscataway Bioenergy facility in Prince George's County. Now that it's complete, Washington Gas will be able to capture and supply renewable gas generated by that wastewater plant.
In climate business plan, we articulated a vision of decarbonizing our supply, which involves interconnecting with landfills, wastewater plants, and potentially farms in our territory to capture renewable natural gas produced by those facilities in our system.
Joining us now is the president of Washington Gas, Blue Jenkins. Blue, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us about your partnership with WSSC to generate renewable energy, renewable gas, rather. Why is this so important?
Yeah, so we've been on a journey over the last several years, and we're talking about what can we do in our operations and in our business to help meet the environmental objectives that we want to meet as a company as well as the region. Yeah. So the WSSC project was an opportunity for us to work with the Piscataway Bioenergy project and WSSC to connect our system to their bioenergy facility.
So can you talk to the folks at home and tell us why or how this works?
RNG, renewable natural gas, or bioenergy, depending on how you want to talk about it. It's an opportunity to take what is traditionally waste products, whether it comes from a landfill or a bioenergy facility, and you run it through a digester and a process, and it creates renewable energy. And in this case, we've connected that facility to our pipeline system, and we bring that energy from their facility, we clean it, we scrub it, so to speak, and then we deliver it back where they can use it in their operations and actually reduce, according to their calculations, reduce their greenhouse gas emissions by about 15%.
That is fascinating. The end result is good.
It is, absolutely. Yeah, everybody wins from that, you bet.
So we know this is part of Washington Gas's efforts to be sustainable.
It is.
You have a business plan that cuts emissions in half by 2032, right?
That's right.
And carbon neutral by 2050.
Yes.
So what are some other ways that you can reduce your carbon footprint?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we're focused in the nearer term, we are focused on our operations, our fleets, our facilities, those type of things. And we do that by using lower carbon fuels, by using fuels that are more sustainably produced, that limit greenhouse gas emissions. For example, using a fuel like the bioenergy that comes from WSSC. We can move that through our systems. We can run it in our fleet and reduce the total energy intensity and greenhouse gas and carbon impact across our operations. Yeah. And we can provide that service not only for us, but for many of our customers as we continue to connect and expand those facilities across the region we operate in.
The cold weather season is here. People are starting to use their gas, heat, and appliances a lot more.
Yep.
And with natural gas prices rising, some customers may be concerned that their bills are going to go up as well. Can you address some of those concerns?
Sure, happy to. So, one of the things that I'll remind our customers, first of all, is whatever we pay for natural gas is what we charge.
Okay.
So we don't mark that up. There's no margin per se on the actual fuel, if you will. We also have a process where we store gas. We have a storage process.
Yeah.
And so by the time we get to winter, about 50% of the energy that's used on our system for the winter has already been stored. And so we have the ability, we get a little bit better clarity on what the pricing is going to look like. So that helps offset and stabilize bills. It is up, unfortunately, for all of us. I'm not aware of anything that's not up, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
So it is up slightly, but because of the way we purchase the energy, we pass it through to our customers, and so they get the benefit of lower energy prices in the summer that we've stored, and then some flowing supplies in the winter, and that combination helps at least tamp down some of the impacts of that.
Okay. Well, we know earlier this year as well, the Office of the People's Counsel for DC, they filed testimony requesting the DC Public Service Commission reject the majority of Washington Gas's proposed rate increase. The People's Counsel said Washington Gas's case for a rate hike fails to ensure equitable and affordable rates, advance the district's climate goals, and improve your company's infrastructure performance. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate. So we would disagree with those, of course. We talk about the work that we're doing. One of the biggest things we do to address greenhouse gas emissions is ensuring that we're replacing our pipes and keeping our systems modernized.
Okay.
As we do that, obviously greenhouse gas emissions go down. If your pipes leak less, you have less greenhouse gas emissions. So we've shown over the last 3 years that emissions in our region are down, or greenhouse gas emissions are down about 32% from our work there. So we think that's a very positive impact. And of course, we invest our capital very thoughtfully. We want to be thoughtful about the impacts to the bills. We're customers too, so we want to make sure we use our capital in the most reasonable way possible. So we think we're very responsible stewards of our customers and of the region, and we're aligned. We live here and work here too. Right. We like cleaner air and cleaner water and all the things that go with it. It's why you see us around town. It's why you see us in the recycling event and some of the things like that we're doing. It's why we're connecting, RNG and landfill facilities to bring that would otherwise be vented energy, if you will, into the atmosphere, to collect that and move it through our system and disperse it across our footprint. So we're very committed to those things.
All right. Blue Jenkins, President of Washington Gas, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. You bet.